guys, I'm Chyna. Welcome into episode 92 of Inside 300.
Hey Chyna, high five.
Hey! See, that is something you haven't been able to do in the Disney parks for over 2 years with your favorite characters. But that's all gonna change finally on April 18th when regular meet and greets finally return to the parks. Hey Brian, what else we got?
Oh, thanks Chyna. Meanwhile, Moon Knight is roaming atop Avengers Campus over in California Adventure. We'll tell you why the new show on Disney Plus had the best series premiere out of any of the Marvel shows to come to Disney Plus. Plus, we're introducing a new segment about this day in Disney history. It is titled
Today in Disney History.
Oh, thanks Chyna.
It's all coming up next on Inside 300.
Of course, we start off with the biggest news of the week, which is the return of traditional meet and greets with your favorite Disney characters. Disneyland and Walt Disney World will welcome back hugs and close encounters after only operating utilizing distanced quote-unquote character sightings. Guests haven't been able to hug, shake hands, high five, or whatever, make any sort of contact with characters since March of 2020, and the news has many fans and families excited about the return. Though some believe that the distanced character sightings were actually a good thing, phenomenal Disney photographer Mark Willard shared his hot take on Twitter, stating, "I'm sure I'm in the minority on this, and I know it would never happen, and there's no practical way to enforce it, but my hot take is that for everyone except parents/kids, distance meet and greets were a good thing, and they should be permanently distanced for guests age 14 and up." So what do you think? Did you prefer the character sightings from afar, or are you excited about the return of traditional meet and greets?
Speaking of excitement, the opening of the new roller coaster at Epcot, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, is quickly approaching. Along with releasing a teaser for a potential news drop on Monday, Disney showed off the first official footage of the Galaxarium, which is part of the queue for the new ride. The Galaxarium poses as an observatory that would make Neil deGrasse Tyson proud. When the thrill ride opens, it'll mark Epcot's first coaster in the park's 40-year history.
Moon Knight is out on Disney Plus, and Moon Knight is out in California Adventure. We caught the character during his first appearance at the Disneyland Resort this week when he appeared atop of Avengers Campus. Oscar Isaac lends his acting chops to the lead character in the show, which marks Marvel's 5th live-action episodic presentation made for Disney Plus. After watching the initial episode, I personally believe that Moon Knight has the best series premiere out of any of the MCU's previous show offerings. While WandaVision notably hit it out of the park early on, and Loki was essentially universally beloved, Moon Knight puts out a gripping first episode with little to no help from other Marvel franchises. With the character being brand new for MCU fans, the series was tasked with quickly establishing intrigue for a show that seems to have just a thread of a connection to other MCU stories. Marvel has often utilized older characters as metaphorical stepping stones when introducing new folks to the game, but Oscar Isaac's Moon Knight is on his own, and that is a good thing. Isaac's enthralling performance and the show's surprisingly dark and violent tone has put Moon Knight on a very promising path early on.
Over to hotel news. For the first time in over 2 years, every single resort on Walt Disney World property is open for business. The final holdout was the value-level Disney's All-Star Sports Resort, which began welcoming guests on Thursday. Disney posted a video of cast members welcoming back All-Star Sports, which includes rooms themed to basketball, tennis, football, baseball, and surfing.
And finally, it's time for our new segment on Inside 300 titled Today in Disney History. So, to kick things off, April 2nd, 1805. That's right, we're going back 217 years, and this guy was born. Hans Christian Andersen, the man who wrote the original Little Mermaid. You know, the one where the Little Mermaid contemplates murdering the prince in the very dark tale, kind of like Luke and Kylo in The Last Jedi. Anyway, that story obviously influences the 1989 film The Little Mermaid, which is one of Disney's greatest movies of all time. Our next fact goes to 2004 when Disney decides to release probably their worst movie of all time, Home on the Range. Oh my God, this thing is so bad. It is absolute garbage. If you want to kill an hour and a half and you have absolutely nothing to do, you're tired of watching paint dry or grass grow, watch Home on the Range. This thing is terrible. I gave it a 35 out of 100, and that was me being generous. And finally, our last fact for April 2nd brings us to 2007, when the Monsters, Inc. laugh floor opened at Magic Kingdom. It replaced Timekeepers, the show in Tomorrowland, and ultimately created one of the best moments on the People Mover.
Yeah, very good. Keep it moving. We're on a tight schedule here.
That's gonna do it for this episode of Inside 300. If you like what you saw, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon. That way you're notified every time we come out with new videos. For Brian, I'm Chyna. See you next time.
Bye-bye.